tickets for sporting events, comedy shows, and any other events that you're going to, because we have the deal for you.
Use code HTS with our friends at SeatGeek. SeatGeek is an online app. We all use it. We've all used it before in the past. Use code HTS at checkout to receive $20 off of your first purchase. That's code HTS at checkout for $20 off of your first purchase. I used these to buy Brewers versus Dodgers tickets last summer. I know Brady's used them to buy football tickets before. We love it. It's super easy. It's super convenient. So we encourage you to use it. Use code HTS at checkout for $20 off of your first purchase.
And like we said, that can go to minor league baseball games when that's coming up this season. If you're going to the World Baseball Classic, which is coming up, that would be fun. You can go to that. Spring training games are going to be coming up. You got the NBA. We used it when we went to the Timberwolves Cavaliers game a few months ago. And yeah, you can use it for just about anything. So use code HTS, $20 off your first purchase. Welcome back to Hot Take Sports, episode 69, our Christmas episode.
I had to.
Nice. You didn't be so aggressive with it.
You have to.
All right. Yeah, I do. Never mind. Welcome back to Hot Take Sports. This is a sports podcast, and it's Christmas time. Woohoo! Merry Christmas. What, 3 days?
3 days.
3 days till Christmas. So, Merry Christmas to all of our listeners. Happy holidays, whatever you're celebrating. And I think we're just going to take this episode to reflect on the year.
We are.
Kind of go through the growth of HTS that we've had throughout this year, because it's been crazy.
It's been a big year.
It's been a big year.
We added a new teammate.
We are.
did.
Leo is not here today. We are scheduled to get a lot of snow in the next couple days.
Is it even a lot of snow?
It's not snow, it's ice. My bad.
It's just like ice and wind.
It's already raining,
Stupid.
and that's all supposed to freeze overnight, and then we're supposed to get, 4 inches of snow or something like that.
This is 2 to 4.
2 to 4,
for the next
yeah,
2
so-
days.
Or more.
Yeah, so Leo's...
No one still knows.
Leo's probably... He might even be at work already, getting ready for that, so...
Shout out to Leo being one of the troopers to go out in big old plows and keep our roads clean.
I'm about to say, he might be out there salting already.
He might be.
I was going to say,
maybe not yet.
not yet. I'd say probably 9 o'clock. They'd probably start.
Well, what is it? Is it Thursday night? So he was scheduled to work tonight anyways.
Right,
So yeah,
he might have just went in early.
Anyways. So
Yeah.
shout out to him. But yeah.
So, yeah. Let's reflect. So, what kind of happened?
Stares at the ceiling for
Let's
20
reflect,
minutes.
yeah.
And
Whoa!
we're all having the same image here. So what do you want? Want to talk about the interviews first?
Sure, we'll start with interviews. We had our first guests on the podcast this year.
Pretty much.
First real guests.
Well, big guests outside
guests.
of siblings. Daniel was on an episode last year.
Right.
Brock made an appearance at least once.
Blake
made
kind
at
of
least
made
one.
two.
He was in the call for 2.
Blake was on the phone for 2 or in the room for 2. That doesn't mean he talked much. That's gay.
Yeah, but...
I mean, even Leo made a couple of guest appearances before actually becoming
Right.
a full member.
But our first real interview was with UFC welterweight Brian Barberina after his big win over former champ Robbie Lawler. Shout out to Brian. I loved having Brian on the show. He's been on here twice now.
He's amazing.
Yeah. He was so much fun. He was so chill. He was just sitting outside at his farm, vibing out in a flannel shirt.
Just chilling.
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
So,
Living the dream.
Love him.
hoping to get him back on maybe in the next couple weeks. I guess we could call that a goal.
After the new year,
Yeah.
we'll hit him up. He's, finishing his move and whatever we talked about. And our
Right.
last interview with him, go check that out. Episode, 53?
No, it's 55. I think the brand
Somewhere
might
in
be
the
55.
Somewhere in that
53.
area. But you
that
go...
was what, Brian versus Draymond?
Yeah.
Yes.
I actually have the list right up here right now. That's what I was looking at.
Great title, by the way. Still trying to set that fight up.
That was 59.
59.
We can get that on HTS Fight Series.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
Have they
you
told
guys are the
about
headliner
that
for
yet?
that. So
yeah,
you guys
that's
better
true.
start
They would be
training.
co-main to you
Have-
two clowns.
Have they told you about that? Tell them about it on pod right now.
I guess it's not actually in the interview, right? We talked about it afterwards.
Yeah, we talked about it after. But another interview we did was with current Legacy Fighting Alliance middleweight Dylan Budka. The release of this episode, that is not out. But make sure to go check that out once it's out. This is released on Christmas Day. I'm hoping that Tuesday this will be out, December 27th. But we were talking a little bit afterwards, and he has his own boxing promotion. And Matt talked, it's kind of been a running joke that I'm going to start Hot Take Sports Fight Series at some point. It's going to be MMA in a boxing ring, so we can host both. What do we want to have them do, Matt? Are we thinking boxing or are we thinking MMA? I think MMA would be way more
Oh,
entertaining.
MMA, just because they try to choke each other out, and it's really funny. and neither of them know any other actual submissions. So.
Yeah.
I think we should go for boxing because
you're scared of getting kicked.
No, MMA.
Yep.
of gloves. I like gloves.
You have
You're
gloves
wearing
one way or the
gloves.
other.
They're just 4 ounces instead of like 16.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but aren't
so-
boxing gloves closed and MMA gloves like open fingered?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
Well,
can
yeah,
close
the
your
fingers
fist
don't
and
matter. It's the knuckles. The knuckles are covered.
it's not like bare knuckle fighting. Speaking of which, when are we
We could
pro?
do that too.
I was gonna say that'll be the opener.
No.
We'll make a telephone.
Hey,
It's fine.
Telephone.
Yeah, we'll
I
carry.
think I would not fit in a telephone like
We'll get them the TARDIS.
No. Matt and Clayton can go and tell.
That's true. Matty Clayton could do a telephone box fight.
See, that might actually help me though. 'cause
That
you-
would that
you
would
got-
take away my
You
range.
got long arms, so it won't
Yeah, that
matter.
would.
I'll be quicker, so that'd be
Yeah.
interesting. No, nothing about bare knuckle fighting excites me. It's too much blood. I'm more about like the technical side of fighting. That's why I like UFC more than boxing because there's more elements to it.
Well, and like I've done like sparring, which is basically boxing and
That's true.
karate.
You already, you have.
Which,
You
a
have an
karate
advantage
background.
over
which is
technically.
headgear and like the puffier gloves, which is what I would prefer.
What do you mean? You could just punch him once and knock him out then instead of having to hit him.
But
3
if
or
I
you're
don't
4
fight
doing-
that hard.
But if you're doing boxing, you can't use any of your mixed martial arts background.
We'll see.
Wouldn't you want that to your advantage?
I was gonna say that's inherently that's an
That's it.
advantage for you.
He
right?
has more
All,
of an
all
advantage
he has
to
is
me.
that he's stronger than you, and
And
he
he's
punts
bigger.
a soccer ball. Like what?
He's a little bigger, but
Well, he is bigger. We'll make him cut a little bit. We'll get him closer.
I'll coach you.
He'll cut.
I'll tell you what. You and Leo coach Brady, and me and Dylan will coach Isaac.
Whoa!
I like that
whoa.
idea.
No, that almost seems.
Last
fair.
I checked, he was the underdog. Why does he need more help?
What? He'll figure it out.
He'll figure it out.
I'll tell you what. You can bring one guest coach in. I'll take Dylan and Brian. You
What?
guys. I'll take you.
We'll take Brandon Hawkins. He'll teach him how to fight
Yeah.
in a hockey rink.
Fair enough.
No, that's for HTS fight night.
If you can
we'll
fight
put
on
it a hockey
skates, you
rink.
can fight in a ring.
Yeah.
If you can
exactly.
dodge a wrench, you can.
If we do it in an ice rink, I'm losing 100.
Oh, I would pay to watch
Oh,
you
I
two
think
try to do
I'm not-
that.
I would
I
pay
know,
just to watch
I
the two
can't
try to
skate either.
skate.
I don't even know how to ice skate. You and I would just be like,
I don't balance.
Really?
He doesn't either.
oh, I got nothing.
The first person to get a hand on is probably gonna win because you just have to push him over.
I'll just
You're-
fling my body at him.
That's what you do.
No, but see, if we're on ice skates, you know how to balance. You would throw yourself, but you go face plant.
Yeah, but as long as he ends up on top of you, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true. As long as he grabs onto you and you both go down, we're probably gonna give it to him.
No,
Yeah.
see, I'll just dive to the side.
We were talking, my dad's cousin group chat was talking. I'm constantly talking about sports, like 150 text messages a day. So there's always something going
Sounds
on
like
in
my
group
kind
chat.
of group chat.
Anyways,
We kind of
It's
do
for-
that
it's
just
for my
across
dad
3
and his
different
cousins.
group chats.
Though.
That's fair.
There's like 14 cousins in this group chat or something like that.
Podcast.
But what?
So they in the podcast.
You're done. Anyways, they were talking about how the NHL needs to redo their overtime rules. First period is 5v5.
Yeah.
Second period is 4v4. Third period is 3v3. Fourth period is 2v2. Fifth period is 1v1. And if they're still in the sixth period, it's a fight between the goaltenders in the center circle.
Yeah. I'm here for it.
I said,
Let's do it.
I said sumo style.
Sumo style.
Deal.
They both just take your skates off and you just gotta push the other one out of the circle.
But since we're already kind of on the topic of hockey, another guy that we interviewed was Toledo Walleye forward Brandon Hawkins. Brandon's kind of been around a little bit this season. He did a stint with the Chicago Wolves of the AHL, which is a step above the ECHL, which is where the Walleye play. Brandon was cool. I liked his experience.
That was awesome.
Like, he talked about, like, kind of his junior hockey, which none of us really knew a whole lot about, to his experience at college hockey. He played 2 years at Bowling Green. Kind of talked about the difference between playing at BG and, like, I'll say a higher funded school, probably. Northeastern's in Boston, so it seems like there's probably more money flowing into their hockey program.
Yeah, definitely the New England area is more hockey apt
Right.
than Northwest Ohio. So
And he talked about kind of BG's, like he said, our first 2 lines are fairly talented, and then everything else is just grit and grind, pretty much. Whereas Northeastern, all of their lines are super talented. So it's just 2 different styles, but he talked about the benefits of playing both and his professional experience. So I really like talking to Brandon. Like, like we said, we didn't know much about like lower level hockey, like junior
Yeah,
hockey.
true.
So
Yeah.
kind of hearing his experience was something that I really enjoyed.
Are we posting an interview with him in person?
We are. It's supposed to be live. We were just talking about that. We'll follow. Yeah, stay tuned for that. We're supposed to be shooting a YouTube video there too, so maybe we'll
In the
see.
Vikings
Stay
League.
tuned in the works.
Maybe
That's
get
what
some,
we'll say.
get
In
some
the
ice
works.
time.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
Fun.
I would love that.
Hit up our boy Patrick.
Yeah.
Because he was going to do our camera, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Patrick.
Shout out to my boy Patrick. We would all have to wear a hockey jersey of some form.
You have a walleye jersey, don't you?
Yeah, but I wanted to wear my BG one because the Craigs brothers are both there.
Touche.
probably
So
wear
I
my
can wear
blue
your walleye
jacket.
jersey.
Sure.
Let's go.
I'll wear my blue jackets.
That works. Ohio. Brady, what are you
I
going to
don't
wear?
own a
Do
blue
you own a hockey jersey?
Probably just wear my walleye hoodie.
All right, yeah, that would work.
That checks
You
out.
need a hockey jersey. You don't have one?
I thought about getting a Kraken one.
You should get a walleye one though, because you and Madeline go to games too.
That's fair.
I mean, yeah.
Which one would
He
you
has the
get?
hoodie.
There's 4 colors. There's black, white, gold, and blue. I have the blue one.
I'd
Love
probably
it.
I
get
get
the
the
blue
black.
one.
I get the black or the baby blue. one of the
Yeah, the black one's definitely.
I want to
better.
get. I don't want to get like an actual jersey, but I want to get one of the like faux jerseys that's like has a hoodie, but then also has the hockey
Oh yeah,
sticks
yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But I want to
Yeah.
get the baby blue one for the Blues.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
But I can't find it anywhere. And obviously it's gonna be 130, 150 bucks. But I'll get that eventually.
Worth it.
Oh yeah, it'll be worth it.
Well, another seamless transition here. We talked about Brandon's experience playing for Bowling Green. Another Bowling Green athlete we talked to. See, seamless transitions there, people.
Seamless
But we
like
talked
C's
to-
doing 12.
He's back with the Cruise. Current Motor City Cruise guard Justin Turner. Is he not there?
I don't even know. He's been waived like 4 times.
He's been bounced around a little bit. We don't have to talk about that part.
Motor City Cruise guard and BGSU Falcon all-time leading scorer Justin Turner. He was cool. I like Justin Turner.
Justin Turner was different because Brian and Brandon were both media trained, and like Brian has done a lot of like UFC media and stuff like that.
Right.
And Brandon's just super like intellectually
Well, his degree's in like
smart.
media communications.
Yeah, like he knows the business side and marketing and those types of conversation. So he just had a different level of intelligence, like a different kind of intelligence. But I mean, wow! I just lost his name.
Justin Turner.
Justin.
There you go. There you go.
I was like, no, that's not it. Brandon Goodwin was the name that
Brandon
came to
Good-
my mind.
Brandon Good-
Shout out Brandon Goodwin.
Yeah,
I've
Brandon
watched
Goodwin.
you play twice. Anyway,
Yeah.
Brandon, come on the podcast.
please.
That's true. You
That'd be
and
so
I
funny.
both tweeted
It's
at
gonna
him.
be so fun.
Anyways, Justin was just a dude.
Yeah,
He was just, like,
so cool.
Fresh out of college, and he was just like one of the bros. Like he was just here to have a conversation, be like a normal podcast, and less of an interview and more just just talking. So that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing about his kind of even like the behind the scenes before the draft stuff, I really enjoyed. I thought that was probably my favorite part.
Fun.
Because, like, that's not something you hear a whole lot about. Like, it's more focused on, hey, this guy worked out, look what he is, and, oh, he got picked. But Justin kind of talked about, like, what different teams will expect, like, kind of the mental side of it. I really enjoyed that. And the life of a G League basketball player. G League doesn't really receive a whole lot of coverage
Yeah, no.
between college and the NBA, so.
It'll be interesting to see where he goes, where he gets his roots set. So
I agree. Plus, basketball was a sport we all played.
yeah,
So we could kind of
true.
relate through that.
Fighting and hockey were not exactly our specialties back in the day.
I would love to play hockey, dude. That'd be so
Same.
fun.
Dad played hockey.
I know. Your dad talked to me about losing the championship game one time. I think, yeah, they lost the championship of that in overtime. Then, like, they won a roller hockey championship in a shootout or something like
Yep.
that.
Yep, played a lot in college, a lot of roller hockey and stuff like that.
Shout out BG. But who else did we interview? Was that it? Oh, no. You and me just did an
Your-
interview,
our
yeah.
last interview.
On my mini-series, Combat Talk, Matt joined me for that. We interviewed, I already said this. Yeah, we talked
about it a little
Yeah,
bit.
we
We
talked to Dylan
referenced
Budka. He was cool. He's 4-1 right now. He's on the rise. He's fighting January 13th in the Legacy Fighting Alliance promotion against, what's that guy's name?
I
Wes
don't remember the fight.
Wes something. Either way, Dylan's not worried. He was super cool to talk to because, he's not from the area. He's from Baltimore, but he came to Ohio for wrestling and never left.
Yeah.
So,
And it was cool because he's in so many different aspects of the community. He's a
Right.
coach, he's
Yeah.
also a promoter, and he's also a fighter. And we talked about that more in the episode, so when
we
that
did.
comes out,
Make sure to check that out. We didn't talk about this in the episode, too, but he's also opening up a nightclub. So, watch out for his social medias at The Mindless Hulk to check out for updates on that.
What a great nickname, by the way.
Oh,
yeah,
dude, it's
Mine
so
was-
sweet.
Absolutely.
So
Does
cool.
Brian?
Dope.
Bam Bam, duh.
Come
You
on,
guys-
man.
Shut up. I'm having a long day.
Brandon
You know, I've
Hawkins
done
is
so much today.
I'm saying
Brandon
Hawk.
Hawkins is Hawks, and
Checks
Justin
out.
Turner is Juice.
Juice.
Juice. But yeah, that kind of wraps up interviews. What are some big moments that like kind of come to you guys that happened in this past year?
Past year, well, anytime we had to clown Isaac for thinking somebody's one of the best players in the league, comes to
Yeah.
mind to start.
Yeah.
We have an episode titled something about Devin Booker being top 5.
Yeah, how's that make you feel now?
Yeah.
It's not looking great.
No.
The Suns did just get bought by a new person, so good for them. They got their misogynistic, racist, whatever owner out, so good for them.
Yeah.
Um,
I still hate the Suns.
that's fair.
When Chris Paul's like, or who was it? Chris Paul saying that? No, it was DeAndre Ayton who was like, teams are playing harder against us. Well, yeah, because nobody likes
Yeah,
you.
first of all, you guys were the top team for the last 2 years.
Yeah,
They
sorry
should
that you
not
guys are
have
good
brought
and
it
people
back.
actually want to win against you. Like, welcome to sports.
They had to bring him back, though. You
Who?
can't just let the first overall pick walk for no reason.
True.
Oh,
At
Ayton?
least sign him, and worst comes to worst, you trade him in January. January 15th, I think, is when he's eligible, technically.
Yeah.
Derek Carr.
Oh yeah.
I just had Derek Carr for MVP with Devontae Adams. Guess where that landed me in the last 2 weeks? Less than 12 points both times,
Woohoo!
which is why I'm out of the fantasy playoffs.
Oh yeah,
I think I won my
this
first round
calendar year
matchup,
was
didn't I?
also when he exclaimed at least something about Mr. Trubisky being top 10, maybe.
Yeah. He's.
Yep, that also would have been this
I
year.
was saying, 'cause I think
That would have had to
It
have
was
been
the
this
year
year because
before.
Roethlisberger retired.
Yeah, it would have been this year.
Because it would have been, just at the end of last season or
Yep.
something like that. Oh, man. Any other big moments?
Let's talk about the World Cup a little bit. You know, that wrapped up
That's
a couple
true.
days ago.
Did you finish the
Messi,
World Cup?
Messi got his championship, man.
He's the GOAT, man.
He's I would
He had
definitely
it.
listen to arguments there. You know,
I think he cemented it.
you think that cemented it?
Oh yeah.
I mean, at least of our generation.
Of our generation, absolutely.
It
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
it ends the Messi Ronaldo debate to me.
Yeah.
Messi led his team single-handedly. Well, not single-handedly, but he led his.
He was
team
the
to
for
the
sure
World
leader.
Cup finals. He had the
And
most
Ron-
goals in the team and had the most assists in the tournament.
And Ronaldo got benched.
And Ronaldo got benched and currently doesn't have a job. So
I
thought
thought
he
some
got
team
paid
just signed him for
$200 million.
211 mil.
it's not guaranteed. It's not like for sure yet because it's not
Oh.
because none of that happens till the January transfer window. So like
Soccer's so confusing.
Well,
Yeah, it is.
it's weird. Yeah, there's like 2 transfer windows when you're supposed to make all your moves and yeah, just.
Messi.
But that I think it was a verbal agreement.
I got you.
I don't know.
Messi is on a team, but might move.
He's on PSG and they have a verbal agreement to extend his contract.
Yeah.
But verbal agreements don't.
I was
mean
gonna say that
anything,
doesn't mean
He also
anything.
has a
He'll end
verbal
up with.
agreement to go to Inter
He'll end,
Miami.
I was gonna say he'll end up in Inter
Yeah.
Miami before we know it. That I cannot wait to go see him play. I would drive. Realistically, I would drive to Philadelphia to watch him play. Even like you know what I mean. That's like an 8-hour drive from where we are. I
Well,
would.
they're in
wa-
the East, so they would play the Crew at some point.
I know, but like in case tickets weren't sold out, I would drive to go watch Messi play
I
just to
would-
tell my kids I was
Yeah,
At
able
some
to do
point,
it.
I would. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
When Messi comes to the States, we're all going.
Oh,
no
we'll,
matter
we'll
what.
figure
We'll make it
something
happen.
out.
We'll make it
Yeah.
happen. I'll pull out of my 2026 World Cup fund to go watch Messi play.
Yeah. That's another thing I want to do. They're playing games in Philly in the World Cup. I think that's the closest venue they're playing games to
Yeah.
us.
You're going to what, Kansas City?
Yeah.
So here's what we've talked about. We've talked about Toronto is actually
Oh, wait,
one of
I'm
the
going to be in the
closest.
military then. I don't even know where I'm going to be. Anyway,
Toronto
continue.
might be the closest, but obviously you have to get a passport.
Right.
Yeah.
Philadelphia is not horrible. New York's always just a fun trip. Kansas City is 3 hours
Yeah.
from
St. Louis?
from St. Louis, which is where my grandparents live.
It's just on the other side of the state.
So we wouldn't have to like.
Or-
The only drawback is we'd have to drive through Missouri.
Missouri's the state you're worried about.
Well, it's just
We have
boring.
to go through Indiana, Illinois, and Missouri's the one you're worried about.
Well, it's just boring.
You do realize you cross the river and you can see the arch, right? Like you don't drive through St. Louis or through Missouri that much.
Dog, I've never been over there. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
You're talking about some arch, bro. There's an arch in the doorway over there.
First of all, no, there isn't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Second of all, going up in the arch is amazing. You have to try it. You'll be in the military. You'll move. You'll
I was
figure
gonna say I'll figure it out. There is a base like 20 minutes from
it out.
downtown
Just
St. Louis.
don't fly through it. It's the easiest way to get kicked
I can
out.
clear that, dude. I swear.
That's right, clear it. Or my family talked about if my sister's still in South Carolina and she has her own place or whatever, we'd go down to Atlanta for a game.
Yeah, that would make sense
Yeah,
too.
that'd be
They have a big stadium too. That'd be sweet. It's inside during the summer.
Yep.
That'd be nice.
That'd be awesome. So.
But
And I have an aunt that lives actually pretty close to Dallas, so
and what was
So
Oh.
what about that?
the options are open. There
yeah,
are
options are
Plenty-
open
plenty of
for
them,
sure.
yeah.
so excited.
And depending on where I'm at, you guys could crash with me and we could go to games like if I'm in California or whatever.
True.
True.
Or we'll all be graduated from college by then. Team trip to Mexico.
That'd be sick.
Oh,
Everyone's gonna have a flag attached to their back.
Yeah, and a target with it.
Yep.
that's just built in, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
But
There's no way the United States plays in Mexico anyways.
Oh no, God no.
No, all their games will be.
They'll be in the
Soil.
States.
Yeah.
But another big thing that I saw on ESPN that I want to address. A dude released an article about how Messi is the greatest male athlete ever. That's just not true.
A lot of people have been saying that.
That's just
I've
not
seen a lot of
true.
like top 5 ranking TikToks, and a lot of people are putting Messi at the top. I'm like, that's kind of recency
I
bias.
was
But you will be happy they all had Floyd Mayweather in their top 5. So
as much as I don't like Floyd Mayweather, just because I think his style's kind of boring. Like, it's hard
Wins
to
a
argue
win.
with 50-0. It's
Yep.
And the greatest team sport athlete ever will forever be Wayne Gretzky, and I will argue with anybody on that.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Another thing
he
I
won
saw-
8 MVPs. He has 4 titles. Like, he has more assists than the guy closest to him in points. So
Mike Trout needs to win some more MVPs, so he'll find his way up there.
I agree. What were you saying?
You
Isaac?
think so?
He's only 30. I think
he's
I
got
think he has
time.
3 MVPs.
Yeah, but he's also never going to win a World Series. So.
What do you mean?
Have you
Him
seen
and
that team?
Otani's got it.
No.
Otani's getting traded to the Mets.
I said that last night.
Did you
Last
really?
night, I did. I actually have it on recording.
I can see it.
So yeah, like if you got spammed with emails about people joining Zoom calls, that's what I was doing last night. At like 11 o'clock.
Fair enough.
All right.
Another like most iconic sports moment. It was tweeting the save like in the last minute with the leg save.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
LeBron's
Oh
block.
yeah. That was good, dude. People will non-soccer fans will kind of look at that and be like, it's a save, but that's a
That-
big deal.
That's a big.
That was
Dude, I'm a super
Huge.
casual soccer fan, and even I understood how massive that
Yeah,
was.
that was
I was gonna say-
Rocket, and he predicted it right because
Calling me a soccer fan is generous, but
You know enough though. You
yeah,
know
I
enough.
played. You know,
I'm about to say we both played that position.
right? That was luck.
Yeah.
It's way better to be lucky than good. I think that he just kind of guessed right.
He went out
slid
there. He had the
Yep.
right form, and
He did
had the run.
everything right, and boom, save. But shout out to Mbappe too. He made that game so much fun. I
Yeah, he
loved
did.
that. That was
Well,
great.
It was crazy because he didn't do anything in the first half.
Oh no!
And not
he
even
had
the
like
first-
6 touches in the first half.
Exactly, and not even like the first 15 minutes of the second half. They didn't even have a shot, let alone a shot on goal. And all of a sudden, boom, 2
2
goals,
goals
in 2
right
minutes.
away.
Oh my goodness.
I-
And to step up and make 3 penalty kicks in one game is so ballsy. Like, it's bad enough.
I didn't think he would take the second one.
Who was I talking to?
Me.
Was it you before the second penalty kick?
Yeah.
Were you here? I said Harry Kane shouldn't be taking the second penalty.
Yeah.
You never have a player take 2 penalties in one game, and he skied the second one. That's why
Oh,
they
dude,
lost.
he nuked that thing.
Exactly. Sent that thing to orbit. And so he stepped up for the second one. I was like, I don't know about that. And then they went to penalty kicks, and I was like,
And then he
he's
buried
going to
it
have to take
again.
another one. He went to the same spot every single time. Well, same general area.
Yeah.
every
He
single
went to the
time.
left every
I'm
time.
about to say
His left.
the keeper got a hand on his third one.
He
Yeah.
got a hand on his second one too, didn't he?
No.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he did.
Yeah, he
he
did.
did.
Did he?
I think so.
And Messi freaking rolled his right down the middle. I was
I
like,
know.
oh, that was so
As
so
the
not
keeper,
good.
you just run off to the sideline. You just start punching yourself in the face. It's like, man.
Why?
But
yeah, that was, I mean,
heck of a
truly
game. So
the
much
greatest sporting event of the year.
yeah, I don't think
And it won't be
that's
topped.
that's the world stage. Like, you know what I mean? That's something the entire world could rally around.
Yeah, when non-soccer fans are even amazed by a soccer game, people like adamantly against soccer are like, all right, that was
was
pretty
good.
cool. That's a good feeling. So
Oh,
it's growing, man. I'm so excited.
Anything else podcast wise you guys want to reflect upon?
Do you have anything?
I mean, we put out. Well, by the time this episode goes up,
Christmas Day, baby.
it'll be Christmas Day. I don't think we'll release another one until the New Year.
That'll be New Year's.
So that would put us 35 episodes put out this year.
Woo!
35 out of 52 ain't bad.
Yeah. Especially since we've
Well,
been
the
pretty
first one was 3
consistent since
weeks
we've
into
all been
January.
back in school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know.
Since the summer, we've been pretty consistent. We weren't great during the spring semester. We were okay during the spring semester, but
We were
Spring
average.
semester was rough.
fall semester was bad.
That too.
Fall semester we didn't record for like 5 weeks.
Yeah. Everyone was just trying to readjust to college life. That was your first regular year of college, and that was our first year of college. First
Honestly,
semester.
This summer was really the
I was gonna say this
really
summer
the
was
drop off.
Summer was patchy too.
I mean, 47 was the last week of April, and Ryan's interview was 53, and that closed out July. So we had a 3-month stretch where we only recorded 6 episodes.
Sheesh. Well, we're getting better. We're getting
we
more
are
consistent.
we are being consistent.
And that's why views are going up and followers are going up. Did we hit 1,000 followers? Was that this year? I think it was
so.
Easter time when we hit
Yeah.
1,000.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Oh, let's talk about well, I guess we could throw soccer in here. The major sports champions this year. The Avalanche won the Stanley Cup. I was in Colorado for that.
Really?
Like
Oh,
Denver
yeah.
was an hour up the road. Yeah, people were going nuts, dude.
Oh, Denver.
That was so.
Roll it.
Anyway,
What do you know?
yeah, but yeah, Denver was an hour from Colorado Springs. It was cool. It was fun to see that because there's a lot of Avalanche fans there, so it was cool.
I hope
Cool
so.
to watch. Who won the finals last year? The Warriors. Moving on. But
They're a dynasty.
yeah,
And then the Rams won the Super Bowl.
Rams won the Super Bowl.
And they suck.
Frat
Yeah,
Stafford
garbage.
finally got his ring.
Yeah, he did. He got out of Detroit, won his ring, and now here we go.
And then reverted back to his
Yeah.
original form.
Yeah,
And now
he's out-
Baker
out for the
Mayfield is their
US
starting quarterback. Imagine a year ago saying, "Oh yeah, by the way, Baker Mayfield will be the Rams starting quarterback."
Like, they just won a Super Bowl. Don't matter.
Don't matter. Don't.
And
But-
then,
How did that game end up?
Astros
How did the
won.
Packers-Rams game end up?
I think the Rams. won,
I think the
didn't they?
Packers won.
The Packers
Yeah,
won. Baker looked like his old self.
Oh well.
Yeah,
checks
that's
out.
true. The Packers climbed on Baker.
One-hit wonder.
Oh yeah, always.
Week 15, right?
Speaking of climbing on quarterbacks.
Yeah, Brady. You want
Yeah.
to talk about last week?
Yeah.
Mac
Brady.
Jones got stamped into the ground
After
by an
arguably,
offensive
He
line.
got absolutely crapped on.
after
Chandler
arguably the
Jones.
greatest pass in Patriots history.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. Did you
I
hear
s-
Mac Jones' quote after the game?
No.
I was trying to get a roughing the passer call.
He did not say
No,
that.
he didn't say that.
No, he. All
Describe
three,
it for our listeners, Brady.
I mean, he tried to make a tackle and got.
No, like
He
before
didn't try
that,
to make
before
it
that,
tackle.
before that.
He went.
Describe the play.
I mean, it was tied. I don't know why Stevenson didn't go down, but Stevenson had ripped off like a 40-yard run, like, and then he lateraled it back to Jacoby Myers. And for some reason, Jacoby Myers thought it would be fun to throw it to the slowest
Threw a
guy,
30-yard pass back to the
backwards.
quarterback.
the slowest and skill position guy on the field. And instead of connecting with Mac, it went right into the hands of former Patriot Chandler Jones.
And
who
Chandler Jones
absolutely buried
Ball?
Mac
Is
Jones.
that the football? Okay.
Catches the ball and spikes Mac Jones to the center of the earth.
That's
Put
the
so
armor of the
little
year.
effort.
Oh,
into
dude,
that
Mac
tackle.
Jones
He was
literally
like,
just looked like a piece of paper trying to stop a freight train.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, Chandler Jones was already moving. Like there was
arguably the greatest play in football history. I thought that was the funniest thing of all time.
I don't know about the greatest. However,
Hey, listen.
However, is it? It's got to be on somebody's meme Hall of Fame ballot.
Oh,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
that should be number one.
The New England Patriots are the only team to ever allow two or multiple multilateral game-winning touchdowns.
Good.
Because the Miami Miracle 2 years ago was the only other one in NFL history that was multilateral game-winning touchdown. But
Oh.
yeah, no, they were not told to lateral, so I'm not sure what was going on in their minds. But I mean, even Mac took a play and like, dude, you didn't do anything. You just got buried. Like there was
Yeah, you
nothing,
got-
there was nothing you could do about it. He tried to make the tackle. He tried to make a leg tackle and just
Chandler Jones
Did he
just
really,
took
though?
your
He did.
soul.
Did he really?
Are we
though?
calling
He
that trying to
reached
make a
out like
tackle?
this. Trying to go around his legs. Chandler Jones is.
But
But no, Jacoby Myers made a
Really?
boneheaded play. Stevenson should have just went down with it. We probably would end up with the ball because that's usually how that goes.
Greatest play in football history. Oh yeah, LeGarrette Blount said something like, "I don't know what you guys are talking about. This may be the dumbest play of the year, but it's not the greatest play of the year." And everyone underneath it was just commenting salt shakers. So I made my own comment and then tagged him and then put a salt shaker.
got it.
That'll teach him. That'll teach him.
Yeah,
Packers-
he's
Browns
Rams
Nation,
was-
baby. At least my team hasn't done anything that stupid.
Packers Rams was 20.
Are we watching it again? Let's watch it again.
I just want to see the tackle attempt.
He tried, man. He just got buried.
No, he didn't.
He stuck his arms out like this and didn't even touch his body.
Yeah,
Like
but he at least tried.
To people who are listening on Spotify, stick both of your arms out like a zombie. That's literally what Mac
No,
Jones looked like.
Mac Jones was on his way down. He saw
I
Chandler
mean,
Jones
bro was
coming,
falling
and
over.
he goes,
I say he was falling. He was already falling over when he started to try to make the tackle. There was he made an effort, but there was
Looked
no
like
way
he took
was
a
gonna
charge.
make that tackle.
yeah, he was trying to get a roughing the passer call.
That's not how that works.
It does in the NFL.
For Bill
these days.
Belichick, yeah,
no,
it
because
would
it
look
has
like
to be
that.
on the pass.
It was a pass.
Brady.
So,
Okay, then how come Justin Herbert got one when he got sacked?
because it was a passing attempt.
That's not a passing attempt. If he still has the ball, there's no passing attempt. He got sacked.
That doesn't
They
count
call
as a
roughing the
pass.
passer.
Like that doesn't
No,
count as a
like
complete pass.
no, like you can't get a roughing the passer on the lateral. Was what the point was.
Okay, the point was it was a joke in the first place, and you still made an incorrect point.
That's fine.
Point
Because
was-
that's how the NFL is this year. Because roughing the passer is stupid.
The point is that Brady's team is finally the clown team of the week. So get ready.
That's not true. There are many other
is
teams that.
Who else would it be?
Who beats that?
What possibly could beat that?
I guess maybe for this week, maybe.
That's what I just
This
said.
This guy.
Isaac, shut up.
You clown.
I said clown team of the week, and you were like, "Well, for this week, maybe." And I was like,
Oh, I was.
Oh, he denied it first.
Yeah.
And then
No,
said
the
it.
clown team of the week is the Colts.
"No, it's
No.
not."
Blowing a 33-point lead.
That's
No,
not
that's
right.
just
No,
sad.
that's
Your
just
team's
pathetic.
clown.
No, that
You-
is the clown team of the week.
No.
You
Patriots
are
are the
wrong.
runner-up there.
No, they're not.
No.
I would.
No, they're not.
I would rather
No,
lose
they're
on a
not.
stupid lateral play than blow a 33-point lead.
No.
Would you?
Yes, I would.
Would you?
I would, and I will stand by that.
You are wrong.
You can tell me I'm wrong. It's an opinion-based question. Therefore, there's not a wrong answer.
See, this kid's trying to clown me now, which is the funny part because his team is now the clown team of the week, and it's finally not. my
Here,
team.
we'll make that up. We'll make it a poll.
I'm already
Do
making it.
Do it.
Are you making it clown team of the week, or are you asking how you'd rather lose?
Clown team of the week.
Okay.
This guy thinks I don't know how to run Twitters. If I don't run, I'll pay.
Well, no. I know you know how. I just didn't know if you were doing like outcome or if you're just putting the team.
It's definitely the Patriots. I'm sorry, buddy. It's 100% the Patriots this week.
I will stand and die with slaying as the Colts. But I don't.
See,
I don't
false
care-
hope. We
I don't
haven't brought
care
up
if
false
the
hope with Brady in a while. False hope. Right
Actually,
here.
it's not false hope. I said this year my team's ceiling was 10-7. There is no false hope.
False hope for your team throwing a backwards lateral interception and then your quarterback getting spiked to lose the game isn't clown team of the week.
Not when a team the same week blew a 33-point lead at halftime. Halftime.
Big blown leads have happened before.
Yeah, I know. Ask Matt
Big
Ryan.
blown leads. Yeah, exactly.
Matt
No one
Ryan-
was surprised
Matt
because
Ryan
it was
did
Brett
again.
Ryan.
Matt Ryan did it again.
Yeah, nobody cares about that because it's the second time it's happened.
No, actually, no, because it was NFL history. Therefore, clown team of the week.
You guys
Has
made,
anything like
you guys
that
made
happened?
history too. You're the only team that has been beaten on a lateral twice.
And your quarterback got spiked into the ground. That too.
Yeah, but I'd still rather lose by a multilateral play again than blow the biggest lead in NFL history.
Well, it's way fun. That might be the
Yeah, but
pathetic team of the
at
week.
the end of the
Clown
day-
team of the week.
At the end of the day, an L is an L.
Exactly.
Yeah, and my team didn't take one of those this week. Browns beat the Ravens this week. Happy about that. Deshaun Watson's been getting better and better every week, which is good. Our playoff chances improved from 0.4 to 0.7.
I thought we're at 1 now.
What? No, I think we're still below 1%.
I thought we were. At
Listen,
one.
if we make the playoffs this year, we're winning the Super Bowl the next 5 years. That's a guarantee. 100%.
If we make the playoffs this year, then that just proves the NFL is rigged.
How does that prove the NFL is
It's
rigged?
rigged.
Deshaun Watson is the most hated quarterback in football, I would argue.
You're right.
Well, I mean, Tom Brady's always on that list.
Well, if we're not including Tom Brady.
Oh, okay.
Second most hated quarterback in the league right
Yeah,
now.
but what was the Browns record at one point? They were what, 2-5? Did they go any lower?
What? We were 3-8, I think, with Jacoby at the
Yeah.
helm.
I mean, you guys will be winning the NFC South basically anyway, so I guess maybe not.
What was your point you were trying to make there?
I don't
You
even know
lost me.
anymore.
Okay.
I lost myself.
Yeah. But the Browns won. We have the Saints on Saturday, right?
Bro,
It's supposed to be negative 11 at kick
I
this
saw
week for the Browns.
tickets for that on SeatGeek were going for as low as like $4.
I
Dude,
wouldn't
I'm
even
It's
go
supposed to
there.
be negative 11 at kick, dude. Like, it's no joke this week.
Shaking it with George about to pull a hammy going for a PAT.
He's just not gonna kick.
Cade
it.
York is like statistically one of the worst kickers in the league, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, he's like
I assume
30.
so.
He's what, worst in PATs and like in the
Mhm.
mid 20s for field goal percentage or
Yeah.
something like that.
Check
I have something kind of on with that. It's a little off. I saw this somebody's fantasy league. They were in the playoffs, but their one weird rule is that if a kicker misses a PAT, it's minus 50.
50. That is so aggressive.
This dude had Matt Gay as his kicker, who hadn't missed a single PAT all year with the Rams, and had a 35-point lead in I think his semifinal game, and Matt Gay missed a PAT. And he lost.
50 is brutal.
I was gonna say that's
Cow.
partially
that's
on
a
him
bad
though
game of the
for
week.
playing outside in Lambeau. Like that's cold. That's not an easy stadium to kick in.
True.
I would say
I would-
the Brown Stadium is hard to kick in
I would
because
say
it's
the
right off of the
Browns
lake.
is the hardest.
It's up there.
It's close to it.
I would
Wisconsin's
say
cold. Though.
Wisconsin, MetLife in New Jersey isn't easy. I almost said New York. MetLife in New Jersey
The
isn't
New Jersey
easy.
Jets.
Gillette's probably not easy to kick in only because of how cold it is.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Definitely.
Pittsburgh's right on the lake.
Yeah,
Or
river, right on the river. What's another cold one? Philly,
Chicago.
Really.
Chicago. Yeah, Chicago's a hard one.
Chicago's
Windy
tough.
City. I would say those are probably the hardest in the league, realistically, because there's a lot of domes now. Like Minnesota's a dome,
Did you say
Detroit's a
Buffalo?
dome.
No.
No, Buffalo would be another one. But a lot of cold weather places are domes.
Speaking of Buffalo, that game this week was so disappointing that it didn't
Yeah.
snow till the middle of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? The
Also,
snowballs were
because
plenty.
Stephon Diggs screwed me out of
Yeah.
winning my playoff matchup with his 10 points or whatever, or 6 or something like that. I don't know.
And Brady's stacked team is going to win the ship because somebody sold.
I hope he gets blown this week.
I'm going to keep
I
bringing
will.
this
I'm
up until
expecting-
he
I'm
either
expecting to
loses.
lose.
Blown out this week.
I'm
If he
expecting
loses,
to lose
Isaac,
this
I will never bring it up again other than to congratulate you. I promise. I will never bring it up again.
Yeah, but you still lost money. You still lost money. I still lost money, and he's guaranteed to at least get his money back. So
That's what we call the commissioner's rig. I will vote against every trade you ever make from now on.
what if he's not the
Okay.
commissioner?
Oh, yeah, that's true. We're going to vote you out as commissioner.
Yeah, Leo's gonna be commissioner.
I think if Leo was commissioner, he'd kick you out of the league. Just remember that.
That's possible.
Yeah. Trading Derrick
you would
Henry
kick,
for
you would
Magic
Michael out of the league
Beans.
so fast.
Yeah, Magic Beans eventually grow. These are just normal beans.
If we had draft picks on, he might have got magic beans, but he got
Yeah.
just regular old lima beans.
I don't even know why we had draft picks on the year before in the first place. I always thought that was stupid.
I'm not
the
mad at
idea
you.
of it's cool if you're gonna do like a dynasty league, but we have people coming in and out of our league every year, like your brother,
Yeah.
who's not coming back next year.
No, he's not.
I was gonna
He
say.
was only one-
sounds-
was he
sounds like
one
Beckles
spot out of
leaving,
the
so we can
playoffs?
drop it down. Yeah,
Something like that.
yeah.
I didn't play
He lost on a bad beat, I think, because I think the Cardinals' defense
Sold.
screwed up, sold last second against the Patriots on Monday Night Football, and it cost him.
Tough. I feel horrible.
Well, all I know is I'm not in the toilet bowl, so dubs.
I was gonna say Isaac's already won the Super Toilet Bowl, and he's currently in the matchup to win the Toilet Bowl.
Yeah, I was by far the
Yeah,
worst
Bechtel
team in our
should win
Super
that,
League,
though.
and
It'll be
I
close.
beat by like 20.
No, I'm gonna tell Bechtel to make sure that he actually checks fantasy this week, so that way he can beat you.
If he actually checks it, okay, whatever.
If you actually avoid the toilet bowl, I'll be impressed.
Oh yeah, I got
Or the
to
championship.
adjust my team too. I think I still have Pittman on my bench. I had Pittman on my bench, and he scored 19 points, and I still won last week. So
I had Pittman on my bench in my ESPN league last week. I started Christian Watson over him, and I lost by 2 points.
Ugh.
Good thing
You benched him? Why?
because my receivers are Tyreek Hill and Christian Watson.
Who is Christian Watson?
He's the essentially new wide receiver 1 for the Packers, who would have caught a touchdown last week if he would have turned around.
There's Alan Lazard.
Christian Watson's their young guy that they're.
Oh, I'm not even playing. Yeah, I don't think they're letting me play this week anymore.
In the regular league?
Oh, are they?
No, you're
everyone's
playing for
playing.
9th place.
Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah,
Why isn't it
play
letting
your
me
brother
switch?
for 9th place.
Why isn't it letting me switch my guys then? Whatever, we'll do this after the show.
We'll figure it out.
Well, I think we're about done. I don't have anything else to talk about.
Two of the biggest upset, or one of the biggest upsets in MMA championship history. Kamaru Usman getting KO'd. That just won knockout of the year.
Yeah.
True.
Crazy, man. Leg kick to the head after Leon Edwards was getting dominated every round. Like, I think he was down on the scorecards. I think he lost every round but one on the scorecards. So, and then threw up a Hail Mary head kick and got him. Somebody called that like a week before, too. They were like, Kamaru moves his head like that. If he moves his head like that, Leon's gonna get him, and he did. That's exactly what happened. The only move that makes sense for the welterweight division, unless Kamaru's out for surgery, is having him fight Leon in the UK. That way Leon can have a fight at home, put Paddy Pimblett on that card. But there's rumors that he might be out to hand surgery, so Jorge Masvidal might be getting the next title shot. They don't want Colby Covington running right through him and becoming the champ without like having the Kamaru rematch. Jorge's been losing, but he's a slugger. There's a lot of beef between them. Part of the reason Jorge got famous is he knocked out a British dude named Darren Till. And after that, he got into a fight with Leon Edwards backstage after the fight. So that's where... Have you guys ever heard the phrase 3-piece and a soda?
No.
Okay, well...
No, but there's a lot of phrases on the podcast nobody's heard of.
Yeah, that's true, like Donnie Basketball. Anyway.
Oh, I'm talking more about ass over ass, but
Yeah, that one too. No one's ever heard that.
except for Leo and I, apparently.
Yeah, if you guys are 107 years old, maybe, but...
They did win the Twitter poll, though.
That's true,
Did
They did.
60
It
to
was
40.
like 60. Yeah, it was like 60-40.
Twitter, you failed me. Anyway.
I think 10 people were fine.
But, shoot. Yeah, he in an interview afterwards, what happened, he said he gave him the 3-piece and the soda, a.k.a. punched him in the face 3 times, so... Yeah, I think that if Kamaru is out for hand surgery, they book Leon versus Jorge Masvidal, not because it's good for the sport, but because money.
It's currently 2-1 for the Patriots lateral to be clown team of the week.
I haven't even voted yet.
Oh, you better get on and vote.
Isaac, do you have Twitter?
Yeah, I'm getting that.
Good. I might make a personal Twitter today. I don't know. I need something
I thought
to
you
troll
had one.
people with. I don't have a personal Twitter.
Interesting.
No,
You need one.
I do.
Then we can
I'm
start
not,
shouting you out on podcasts.
that is true. I'm not on Twitter very much,
We
but
don't put any of our own personal stuff on podcasts.
No,
we don't.
We
I
could.
need to. But I think, unless anybody has anything else,
I do.
I'm chilling.
what do you have, Brady?
So, last week, the Giants agreed to a 13-year, $350 million deal with Carlos Correa.
Oh, yeah. the Correa flip.
And he had his medical a couple days ago. And apparently there were concerns over injuries pre-MLB career. They had like a concern over his leg injury from when he was in the minors. And then there was like some concern over a back injury from like 4 years ago. He hasn't had a problem with either of which since. So he decided to flip to the Mets for 12 years, $315 to play third base.
Medical check is the we effed up clause.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
I
not-
think the
we don't
Giants
actually
definitely
want to
got cold
sign this
feet.
guy, so let's make stuff up about him
Yeah,
not being
pretty
fit to
much.
play.
Yeah, that was definitely the wildest thing I've woken up to before a workout was Carlos Correa flipping to the Mets. Because the news broke at literally 4:45 in the morning,
Crazy.
which is wild. But yeah, their payroll, they're paying $111 million in luxury tax.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
They're paying like almost $500,000 every year in salary now, right?
Yeah, I think
Crazy.
it's 380 is their actual payroll, and then they're almost to 500 after the luxury tax. And somebody posted a chart of like how much owners are worth. Steve Cohen's net worth is like $15.9 billion. The next closest is the group that owns the Blue Jays at like $9 billion.
It's disgusting. Who won the World Series this year? We didn't
Yeah,
get
sure.
those.
Yeah, but nobody cares.
Yeah, all right, that's true. Who won the MLS Cup? Was that Philadelphia? Philadelphia ended up winning it?
No,
No, LA ended up
did.
winning in penalties. Because they had that big goal in extra time, too.
Right.
From Gareth Bale.
Oh, I have a bad beat of the week.
Yeah?
Eastern Illinois beat Iowa last night as 31.5 point underdogs. At one point, they were plus 25,000 during the game.
Wow.
Ended up beating Iowa. They opened as plus 8,000.
You put $1 on that, you just all of a sudden are racked out.
Yeah. Crazy. But shout out to any Eastern Illinois basketball bettors, I guess.
Nobody's in Eastern
So
Illinois.
which is a bigger upset, Clayton? That or BGB Minnesota?
Oh, BG beating Minnesota.
BGB, Minnesota.
Nobody actually cares about Eastern Illinois, but everyone loves BG.
That's an interesting way to end the podcast.
Speaking-
I was going to...
Oh, I have one more thing on BG.
Okay, go for it.
By the time this comes out, they'll be playing the bowl game. That'll be tomorrow.
It will be.
So,
prediction?
Who do they play?
New Mexico State.
That's right. We've talked about this
I'm
like
going
9
to
times.
that. Our seats are like right at the 50-yard line.
Where is it?
That'll be sick.
It's in Detroit.
Yeah.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Super nice.
Will do.
stadium.
Yeah, I've been there. I've been
Yeah,
there
you
before.
would say that, wouldn't you? Lions fan. Anyway, score prediction?
I'm gonna go with 34-27 BG.
You think offensive superstar Matt McDonald's leading
In
you
his
guys
last
to that many
collegiate game, yeah, he's
I was
showing
I was
out.
about to ask, what's McDonald's stat line?
He completes
12.
26 passes for 302 yards and 3 touchdowns.
How many interceptions?
1.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna say. Was
One pick,
3-1. That's pretty good.
which is fine.
Well, you know, Toledo won theirs, so now you
Well,
got...
nobody
I
cares
guess
about
the
that.
hope.
Matt, shut up and leave. Anyway.
Alright, anyways, I live here. Shout out to the guy that put $26 on a
Oh.
bunch of different champions, what, a year
It was
ago or
6
something
of
like that?
7.
Yeah.
The last
Yeah, he
leg
cashed out.
of that parlay was France winning.
Yeah,
he cashed out the
cashed out.
night before.
$26 to 200,000? Yeah, I'm cashing out.
Yeah, 283K. If he would have left it, he would have lost.
Well, yeah, you would have got 0.
But the risk would have been to win 577,000. I don't have that much confidence in. I would have faded too, 100%.
Bro, I probably would have cashed after the third leg.
Honestly, yeah, can't even blame for that. 'Cause the only team I remember being on there, the only ones I remember are France and Kansas winning March Madness.
Yeah, he predicted every other championship correctly, and then cashed out. Good for you, man.
Yeah.
You aspire all of us future sports bettors out there. Don't worry, guys. When I put together a 17-leg parlay at plus 10 trillion odds
10 trillion.
with a penny down, and I end up retiring at the age of 28, you clowns are gonna remember this moment right here.
Kind of like Mattress Mac, how
Hot
he
take.
literally won like $75 million.
Yeah.
And he
Imagine
made-
having that
Yeah,
kind
but
of
like-
money to gamble
But Mattress Match has money to throw around, though.
Yeah.
It's totally different
He-
for a guy who has a basic 9-to-5 job and goes, I'll throw $25 on it. And all of a sudden has $200K sitting in his bank
I was
account.
gonna say, I think you bet like $5 million on
That's
the
all
Astros.
going to investments. I'm not touching any of that.
So anybody that spent more than $3,000 at his furniture store during the calendar year got their money back and a second of however much they spent.
That's nuts.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
All right. Here's how we're ending the last podcast episode. Episode 69
Nice.
of the year 2022.
Okay.
Lionel Messi broke the Drake curse.
He did.
He did.
He did.
Drake put $1 million down on Argentina to win it all. And Messi's the only person to ever break the break curse.
Yeah, because he put 50
Drake the
break
Breakers.
curse.
Yeah.
Go.
He's the GOAT. Thanks for tuning in to episode 69. Follow us on all of our social medias. Use our SeatGeek code HTS for all your sporting events. And Drew Siferd Racing.
Drew Siferd Racing. His car's back together. They were doing some work on it with another local driver. We'll have him and his mentor on probably at some point soon. Look out for a YouTube video next summer at the races. I know at least you and I have talked about it. We'll talk about it more as race season gets closer. But all those guys are super friendly. So looking forward to some Yee Northwest Ohio stuff.
Yes, sir.
Check out Brady's mini-series, Keeping the Balance. He interviews different college athletes and talks about their experience and And make sure to look out for my mini-series, Combat Talk. Dylan Budka interview coming out soon. And yeah, happy holidays, everyone. Merry Christmas. And
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And thanks for an awesome 2022. Can't wait to see you in 2023.
Peace.